Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rapid Racing Division 1, Season 6. I am joined in the commentary box with the man, the myth, the legend, Texas's own Magic Mike, Big Cactus. How are you, mate? I'm not too bad, mate. I know it's very, very cold over here. What's the weather like in Deutschland this evening or this morning? 14 degrees. Uh, so the heat wave is definitely gone. The heat wave. Well, there you go. Well, welcome to the actually, it's the pre-show. Even though it says the post-show, I do apologise for that. But the pre-show, we're going to go through and take a look. We can't do anything, all right? We cannot do anything right here at all. And we're here with the pre-show, so we are going to go through Division 1. Also, I wanted to take a look at last year's decider, which was an absolute humdinger. Look, only way to summarise, 3 guys went in, 1 guy came out. Betsy, a deserving champion, Mike. Yeah. Absolutely, and we're going to go through the teams. Obviously, there's been a lot of changes. Good to see that Relic is now no longer. He's actually the number 1 driver at Alfa Romeo. We'll get to that a bit shortly, in a bit. And so no more Red Bull food van, as I'd like to call it, in that last race. He put that car in places that Kahoot did not like, and he did his job. He did his job. Yep. No, exactly. Absolutely. Fully agree. So, look, why don't we take a look at the decider from last season? Let's recap what I thought was an absolutely. We got the Hendo. He can't hear Cactus. I don't understand why. He should. The van's Wi-Fi holds up. I don't understand why. Bear with me. I think I can understand. Aha. Bear with me. I think I know why. Are you there, mate?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah. I think I know why. Bingo. I think I fixed it. Hendo, can you hear him now? Just say something, Mike.
Hello. Check 1, 2. Hendo is a cunt.
And we've just been banned from Twitch. Yep, hear him. Yep, there's it. He's there. We've got the buttons right. Exactly. Yep, all good. That's it. Exactly. My apologies for that. So let's take a look at the decider from last year. A fantastic race. I think you'll all agree, a fitting way to send Season 5 off in style. Let's take a look at it. And away we go to turn 1. Relic's got the jump, but Josie Wells is up on the inside. He's done a Hamilton on Verstappen from last year. And it's the McLaren that leads into turn 2. He's got the jump, Josie, but take a look where Betsy is, Mike. He's jumped to P3. The championship leader has made a phenomenal start. Relic in
Betsy went to the outside before they got to turn 1. He made it count. Everybody else got held up behind the front two, and he drove around all of them.
What an absolute humdinger of a start from Betsy, if that's all you could ask for. But you know what? Kahoot's coming in here on the inside of Rubric at the moment, dropping through into P5 as we come down to turn 5 for the first time.
The Red Bulls are switching.
They have. Betsy's been let through. Is Rubric going to challenge? No.
Give him room, just gives him a quick nudge. That's going to allow Kahoot to get the inside run on Rubric. He got squeezed there by Relic, as Relic was trying to let Betsy go through to Josie. Relic, what a start. P3 is banking him up. Rubik's just going to have to wait for DRS to make the break. Just a slight lock-up.
I dropped like an idiot.
Just can't get it done. What's he do? He's got it. He's got it. No. Oh.
Back, Rubrik over the apex curve, and he can't be there.
He can't. It's, oh, is it? Oh. Now this is getting dangerous. And Kahoot's got him on the outside. Goes to P4. Kahoot on the outside. Gets it up to P3.
Relic makes the Perez dive.
But he didn't get it done. And Kahoot's up to P3. 6 seconds.
Oh, and he's right into the side of Rubrik.
And Rubik, he's let him through. So Rubik's jumped to P4. Noodles has jumped to P5. Relic has got out of the road. Has he got damage? I think he has. Yep, he's dropped.
Like lag. He lagged on my screen and jumped backward pretty hard.
So where does Kahoot come out? Guess where he's behind?
Comes out behind Relics.
He's come out behind Perez. Let's take a look where Relic is, and Kahoot is behind him, and he's going to sit there and cry. Kahoot is going to cry. I'm telling you, he's going to see the rear end of that Red Bull going, no, not again. Wide as he possibly can. But he's not going to hold back Relic to what he wants to do. He's got himself up to P6. Mind you, Kahoot on the outside. Kahoot's going to get the job done now. Relic has got to be thinking through there.
Oh, holy crap, he's there.
On the outside. Oh, no. You can't do that. Oh, he's been forced wide. Oh, Kahoot's gone through. Now, is that going to be an illegal overtake?
I don't think so. I think Rapid Relic really pushed him off there.
No, Kahoot has done the right thing. Kahoot has actually done the right thing and gave up the position.
All right,
and now he's got no, he's put him into the wall. I've seen that.
The Red Bull just locked up the brake pedal right in front of him for absolutely no reason.
No, he didn't.
There's one thing to be holding up the driver behind you. There's another to just slam on the
fastest lap, and he's now in P3. He's now within 3 seconds. Betsy, something's happened with Betsy. You're right. That gap.
Something happened with that Red Bull. He lost a lot of time.
Left for dead. P7 going well. Relic is in P8. Watto P9. Beanie Black.
Pinju's out.
Pinju's out. Is that Latifi? It's Latifi. Pinju Latifi. We've got a safety car. Pinju Latifi. In the pits. Betsy's in the pits. Noodles has continued. He's gambling. Where is Betsy coming out? P3, Kahoot P4. He's going to continue on. He's going to leapfrog Betsy. Oh my God! He's in front of Betsy. Based on the current standings, Betsy leads the championship by 1 point. By 1 point if they stay the way they are. Up on the inside, Betsy. Betsy's done a Verstappen. Up on the hairpin. He takes the lead from Kahoot. Is this the title? Is this the title for Betsy? He's got the job to...
Kahoot's getting a toe. Oh, but he falls behind him. Oh.
We're riding on board with the two chop. Up on the outside, Kahoot. Squeeze. He keeps position. Betsy
dropped the crossover though. Here he comes. He's coming
on
back.
the outside.
Better position. He's on the outside. He's in the better position.
Betsy doesn't
get a good enough pull.
And Kahoot holds. Betsy on the outside. Kahoot stays inside. He's taking the gamble. Up on the straight. Betsy on the inside. DRS is not enabled. This is all pure speed. Betsy on the inside. Side by side.
He can outdrag the other.
In here, braking zone. What's Kahoot do? He sides it through. They're going to hold it. This is the racing win. Betsy takes P3. He's taken P3.
Championship if it finishes like this.
He has. He will be crowned champion. Josie Wales comes up on the inside.
Josie's going on Noodles.
On Noodles. This last 5.5 kilometres has had more. Will win the finale. What an action-packed race. Noodles P6. But it is your champion. Betsy will be crowned the Rapid Racing League Division 5 champion. Betsy, hats off. Congratulations. You are the champ.
Memories, Mike. What a race. The only way to describe it. What were your thoughts about that magical night down in Abu Dhabi, mate?
Yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful race. As I was saying earlier, when no one can hear me, it really seemed like Red Bull was the only, there were three teams that had one driver that could win the championship at that race. And it seemed like Red Bull was the only one that showed up with a clear 1-2 driver. And I mean, Betsy went off and did his job. He really wasn't involved in anything all night long until until the safety car came out, completely changed the whole shape of the race. His teammate, I mean, I still say he did a couple things that were a little questionable there after the pit stops. But that was last season, so
Yes.
Exactly.
So, look, history tells us in Division 1, we've had 5 seasons. We've had 5 seasons and 5 different champions. So the pressure's on Betsy, and Betsy can't make it tonight. So he's actually not racing with us tonight. So can he break the curse of the Division 1 champion, or are we going to have a new champion? I think let's go through. I just wanted to say massive big thank you to Hendo for his subscribe for 2 months. Also to Benno82, thanks for your subscription, mate. Tuning in all from beautiful Darwin. Hope you are enjoying the stream. Yeah, I will. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, fair enough. Hendo with the bullshit comment of the pre-show graphic. Yes, it's the same one. I just didn't change it. My apologies. So let's go and take a look at the teams for this year. And there's been a lot of changes, Mike, as you can see up on the screen. Betsy has a new van driver in Winter who's making the step up from Division 2, but a very, very strong combination, no doubt about it. The Red Bulls will be hard to beat again this season.
Well, the Red Bulls may be hard to beat again this season because Betsy and Winter are both drivers of a very, very high caliber, but the one I'm really looking at is definitely the Mercedes of Josie and Deb. Josie, I think, is going to make it come true where no driver wins a back-to-back title. We've been seeing in the social races so far this year, Josie is still on another level compared to 90% of the field here in Div 1. Now, the handling model did change dramatically yesterday with the update. So it could throw a little bit of a spanner in the works. It really feels like they kind of just were like, okay, we're losing too much money. Too many people don't like this much better handling model than we've ever made before. So let's just take the handling model from last year and upload it into the game and see how that goes.
Yeah.
So it could shake things up, close the gaps here and there. But to be honest, I'm really expecting Mercedes to be favorites this year.
Yeah, no, it's definitely up there. With the Ferraris, there's a bit of static coming through. Hopefully it's not coming through the chat there. But in the Ferrari, Noodles, new partner Rilo, also stepping up from Division 2. And Noodles went close. He ended up second, 5 points behind Betsy. But as they say, there's no second prize. So I know that Noodles will definitely want to be going one better this season. So it'll be good to see how he goes in the Ferrari. But I know your choice probably for this year is Mercedes, but the next team we're going to talk about is McLaren. And if you actually want to see McLaren win a championship, it ain't going to be in real life. It's probably going to be this combination. Hugh Daff and his brother Rapid Daff, I think, are the dark horses for Division 1 this season. Daff's back full time, and hopefully he'll be in tonight. But his brother steps up from Division 2 and has been doing very, very well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that combination, see how it goes.
Yeah, it'll be good to see a McLaren pairing doing really well on track because we've been watching them in real life. They're both struggling so much with that car.
Yep.
Lando is really yanking that thing around, whereas Daniel hasn't really quite gotten to grips with the car again. It's hard to see, but we'll definitely talk more about that at another time.
Exactly. Benno in the
I know
chat.
you Aussie boys don't like me talking bad about him, but sorry.
Look, I'll be honest with you now, and the decision, we can talk about it after on the post show, but Yeah, he's definitely now under the torches now. I mean, I think we all know that Alpine has now leapfrogged him for fourth in the constructors, and there will be a shitload of pressure put on Daniel Ricciardo to perform. Lando can't carry that team, and if they're going to finish fourth, and let's be honest, on the weekend, Mercedes double podium, and they're starting to close the gap. I mean, I knew it was through opportunities, but from there we go. But the Alpines, Kahoot, the Season 4 Division Champion, teams up with the new Division 2 uplift, Harry Dwells, who's been in Division 1 before, stepped back to Division 2, but makes the leap up from Division 1, and I think he'll make a really good account of himself. So the Pinnies, do not count them out. In the AlphaTauri's rubric, in the Alpha with Left for Dead. Now, Left actually joined us pretty late in the season, and I thought he did it actually pretty well, to be honest with you. He came in and raced in Division 2 to start off with, Mike, and I think he won his first race by about half a lap. So he went to Division 1 real quick. Real quick. So he's definitely one to watch for the boys as well. Benny Black, be interesting. He's not with his usual teammate with Hugh Daff in the Aston Martin. And Chrissy, good to see Chrissy coming back. He was driving in the Haas early in the season, had to take a break. He'll be in the other Aston Martin with Chrissy, with Ben Black. Rapid Willie, who's not with us at the moment, he's got a substitute for tonight in Abyss. He's stepping in for him. Yeah, he's... I
was just about to say, is that the Willie that I think it is?
Rapid Willie, it is, but he's not joining us tonight. And Swim A new driver.
I take it all back. I take it all back.
I
have no favorite now.
So, look, in the chat, tell us who you think will win in your opinion, will win the championship and who will win the constructors. It could be interesting to see what the chat thinks. You're obviously going with Josie to win the title. Would that be right?
I mean, yeah, just going off the social races, what we've seen so far in this season and last season. I mean, even last season, he really, really came on strong toward the end of the season. Nobody can take away from him how great his second half of the year was. I mean, at this point in time, I would say he's probably the favorite in my opinion, but there's a couple dark horses in this lineup. Rapid Willie is one, in my opinion.
Yep.
I think Willie could really throw a spanner in the works here and there. And Betsy, even in the social races, at Spa last week, we saw Betsy basically just chilling right behind Josie, and then had a small issue and fell back some. But I mean, I really feel like this is a championship. I pray and hope that this is a championship that'll be like last year, where it's going to come down to one or two guys at the last race.
Yep, absolutely. Relic steps out of the shadow, has his opportunity to step out of the shadow of Betsy. He's now out of the food van. He is the lead driver at Alfa Romeo, and he is partnering up with another Division 2 promoter Mukping, who has been sensational in these social races, and I am very excited about how this combination will go. The two boys are in, which is good to see. And the last but not least, the Euro boys. So I'm not too sure if... so what we did, Mike, is we made a decision. There's obviously a couple of changes for this season, obviously, but we'll go through those. But we'll only have 2 Euro guys. And they have been given to Espinala and Watto for this year. But if they can't make it, then we'll allow 2 other Euro boys to take that Haas seat. To try and make sure that the game is stable, because we are having that many issues over here in Australia with connectivity to Europe. I'm sure that you know about the old gen sound glitch that makes the car sound like a Dalek, or Jeff like a Dalek. It's the way the game came out on day one for Australians. It was a bit like Fries' missus in the bedroom. Disappointed. So we'll see how it goes from there.
Woof.
Woof. So Benno, Josie for the title. and he's going for the boss. He's going for the AlphaTauris to go from there. So we've got 17 in the lobby tonight, which is great. Hugh Daff. Yes, I do agree with Hendo. Can't drive two cars at once. So I wonder if what Rapid's the other boy's going to be doing. But Hugh is back, which is good to see. So we've got 17, so we're waiting on 3 more. So the 2 Haas boys to come in. Left for Dead is in as well, which is good. So it'll be interesting to see. So a couple of changes. We were speaking to Hendo as well, Mike, about the Euro boys. We can talk about that after the race. But we've gone to short quali across all 4 divisions and 50% to help us with... the feedback that we got from the drivers is if you got knocked out in Q1, you were waiting around for 40 plus minutes. And then
Be faster.
Sorry?
Be faster. Don't get knocked out in Q1. I don't know. I'm really on the teeter about that because we did the same thing in the Euro divisions. We switched to short quality, and most of the feedback that I've been hearing from many of the drivers was, "Why did we do that?" It takes away from the realism of it, like we've always done.
Yep.
Leadership, really didn't want to have to do full quality anymore, and I can understand their opinion that there's no Q2 tire rule. It's basically pointless now to run full quality in this game because there's no Q2 tire rule.
Yep.
So it doesn't, there's no sort of strategy going on in quality. So you have 18 minutes, go out, put in the best lap times you can at the right time. And see where you end up.
Yeah.
But for those people that are complaining that they'd be out in Q1 and have to sit around and wait 40 minutes, I just say get faster.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a full grid. We've got 20 drivers. So full house tonight for the opening round, which is great news. No Euro boys. Chrissy from Division 2 is stepping into 1 Haas. And I think CBF Ninja from Division 2 has stepped up into the 2nd Haas for tonight.
I actually just called Spinalla and asked him where he was, and he answered the phone and said, "I'm at work. What do you want?"
And that's it. Espinalo is not going to be racing tonight, so there we go. Who else? And obviously Watto's not in as well. So, well, mate, it's in the middle of the day for you guys. I mean, if you got work, you got work. So, it's obviously going to be it. The boys are starting to get ready. Your thoughts on the season? Let's. What do you think about the game itself, Mike?
I really, really thought this game was stepping in the correct direction. When they released it, it had those. It actually had fewer bugs than I thought we would have. Usually when this game released in the past, 5 years, it was basically unplayable or really hard to play for the first month, and then they'd release a huge patch that would fix most of it. And most of us would be happy. This year, the game came out, and we were already hosting full lobby social races week 1 without issue. I was very happy with how the game felt, how the game acted, how it reacted with many people in the lobby. Loved the handling model. I thought the handling model needed a few tweaks, but as of yesterday, they basically came in and ruined the game, in my opinion. They were taking huge strides to move this game more towards a simulator in the coming years, and they basically made it to where I can hand my wheel off to my 3-year-old, and he can now drive this car.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of what they've changed here recently. I'm not a fan of it at all. The handling model's been completely ruined.
Yep.
So...
we'll see how it
I'll
goes.
just shut up because nobody jumps on here to hear negativity.
No. But I mean, look, I had no issue my major issue with the game is the sound, particularly for the older gen Xboxes. If you ever jump onto my stream, I can send you links. It's just like Jeff sounds like he's a Dalek from Doctor Who. That's the best way to describe it. But the boys are going to the track, so let's go trackside. For the 18-minute short quali. Get the spectator menu up. Obviously, tyres are all going to be on reds.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see if everybody on this grid has actually been to Bahrain and TT and actually worked out a new setup, because with the handling model change that they made yesterday, every setup you have except for Baku and Monza are basically useless. They're over a second and a half off what you will be now. They slowed the cars down dramatically. I'm basically a second slower at every track now.
Yeah.
But like when I came here to Bahrain last night in TT just to try and get a feel for this new handling model, I absolutely hated Bahrain on the old handling model, but I liked the old handling model.
Fair enough.
I'm much better at Bahrain now on the new handling model, but I hate the new handling model. So riddle me that.
Who knows? Oh, we can never keep you pleased, Mikey. Also, just to let you guys know in the chat, we are going to have a spin and win every week for this season. We are actually putting on for the Division 1 guys your chance to win a host of prizes, including Amazon gift cards. We've got some Rapid Racing T-shirts as well. And the major prize is a F1 RB16 141 die-cast car, the Max Verstappen World Championship car, valued at $120 Australian USD. Got one of those to give away sometime during the season, and it will go off. So need to stay tuned after the race. Once we go through to victory lane, and we will do our spin and win. One lucky prize winner will get the chance to spin and hopefully win that prize. So it'll be a big one. But let's go take a look at it. Looks like Rubric is the first on the outlap. Rilo, for some reason, has joined late. So he's not going to be happy.
Yeah, but it hasn't been a car on the leaderboard, so we'll see what's going on here. Swim Eyes just joined as well, but it already has him in a car on the grid too.
Yep.
Look at all the tire warm-up
that
he's got going on right now. So for those of you that haven't really played this game all that much, tire warm-up used to never really be a huge thing as you came out of the garage, because those tire blankets that they wrap the tires in would keep the tires so hot that you'd basically come out ready to race. Now you're coming out on little blocks of ice, and they really don't get warmed up until right about here. You don't really get the tires in that operating window until you get to basically this penultimate corner that we see Rubric going through right now. So tire warm-up, a huge issue this year, which I actually like. So you can't always disappoint me, Codemasters, but you do most of the time.
Well, as you know, we're contractually obligated to watch the owner for one lap. So why don't you take us on the first hop lap for Season 6, Mike? All yours, and we'll ride on board with the Rapid Rubric.
Yeah, so Rapid Rubric coming down into turn one. Very tricky braking zone this year, as it's very easy to lock up that right front tire, but he gets in and out very well, I must say. Making his way down toward turn four. This one a lot trickier than in years past. It's very easy to get the apex wrong and wash out very wide and start to lose the rear end of the car, but he does well through here. Coming into 5 and 6. Keeps the car very well planted. His car doesn't look like it sits on the nose too much. Rear wing looks like it's got plenty of downforce tuned into it. You can see all the burnout marks laid down on the ground as he climbs up the hill. Now heading down the hill to this very, very tricky downhill left-hander. One of the trickiest corners in Formula One, if I say so myself. Opens the DRS, makes his way down the straightaway, brake at about 70 meters, and turn in and pray to God it sticks, and then put your foot back on the floor and pray to God the rear end does not start to let go. He does very well through there. Purple sector 2, but this is the first lap. Completely misses the apex there, though, at the right-hander penultimate corner. A long straightaway here. This is another passing zone on this racetrack. Very good. Down into third gear. Opens it back up. Back on full throttle. Opens DRS. And let's see what the first lap time is. A 1:29.1. Not bad, but that's really going to be a starter lap.
Absolutely. So I think the next one across the line is going to be, looks like Oz Chrissy. No, he's on a slow one. Is it the McLaren? Daff on an outlap. He's boxing by the looks of it for some reason. I think he might have wing damage. So next one across.
Ninja. Here comes Ninja.
Ninja goes
with
next.
a 29.6.
6. Nice. Not bad from the Divi 2 boy. Alfa Romeo coming through. Is that Relic that we've got coming down the straight? Okay, let's ride on board with Relic in the Alfa Romeo. Down here to Siberia corner, as I like to call it. Onto this small straight. Onto the last corner. But currently there's 2 corners here. I never knew that there was actually turn 14 and turn 15. I thought it was just one turn. But apparently that is another turn there. Down to the main straight. And Relic goes top of the pops with a 28.580. Not bad for a starter lap, Relic. Very, very nice. Who else we got coming through here? We've got the Mercedes on outlaps, I think. There'll be Debs in the pits. Josie's... It's right on board with Josie, who I think both of us agree is probably going to be the one to watch this season, Mike. But round 2 and 1 through that squiggly section, turn 2 and 3.
Look at what gear he took that in. He never came out of 4th gear.
Amazing to watch that. Didn't see it. Turn 4.
I'm going to have to bloody try that.
Rahindo in the chat saying you noticed the extra corner in the wet. Actually, you know who notices the extra corner? Latifi. Oh, and Josie's spun it. So he's we've given him the commentator's curse already. Left for Dead spun it as well. Let's say, look like the ping is on the way in, or is that, yep. So he's with a 29.6. Abyss with a 31. Chrissy on an, must be a faster lap here in the Aston Martin, surely. 12 seconds down, he's on for a 33. Rilo from Div 2 up to Div 1 this season, 28.8. Chrissy's finally joined. Hopefully he can get into his car. He's having a lot of problems, Mike. Onto the front straight, Chrissy. Let's see what he's got in store for us.
Well, Kahoot has looped it.
28.6, and Kahoot's done it as well. I can't get over
Kahoot. Kahoot looks like he's lost it out of the traction zone at turn 2. Very, very easy to do.
Yep.
At this racetrack. Car just really... I don't know what it is. Now that they've changed the handling model, the back end of the car just does not want to stay underneath.
No, exactly.
That corner now.
That's it. Hendo in the chat saying who let Pinju in? It wasn't us, but I can assure you with Pinju in here, we're going to have a safety car. At some stage, he is going to bottle it. It is Div 1. I'm telling you now, Benno, there's been a lot of changes. Who else is on a flyer for me, Mike? Who do we want to run with here?
Noodles and the Ferrari's on a flyer, just coming through the end of Sector 2.
Okay, let's have a ride on board with Noodles. Trying to get used to their new teams. It's just, I knew Noodles was a Mercedes. I knew Kahoot is the McLaren. Stop stuffing me around, boys. You can't do this to the number 1 commentary team of all F122. Just facts. We just speak facts, Mike.
New rule for next year. Everybody has to remain in the same car for 2 years.
Exactly. That's it. Look after the commentary team. 28.5 Noodles P1. Very, very nice. Will we see a 27? Will we see a 27? And I reckon the man to do it will be Josie. A lot more action
I reckon with the old handling model, we may have seen a 27, but I think pole's probably going to be about a 28 flat.
28 flat. Let's see. 29.1. Welcome back, Hugh. P4. Mercedes there is Deb on an outlap. Let's ride along him. Main straight. Red Bull behind him. Is that Pinju coming to the pits? No, that'll be Winter. What's Winter got? He's on an out. He's now on his hard lap, so we'll just keep an eye on him. A lot more action with this short quali. Guys need to get their laps in and laps in fast with 8 minutes left to go. And we have the first Yano hot lap. Thank you, Clapsy. He's redeemed it. And it's for swim, so we have to keep an eye out. Yano is off the yacht and he's ready to go. I had a good chat with Yano in the off season. Super keen to get those hot laps. So swim, we'll keep an eye out on him. Whereabouts is he coming through at the moment? And in fact, swim.
He's on an outlap.
He's on an outlap, and let's get Yano in the box for the first time this season. It's Yano's hot lap. Hello, Yano. Thank you, John. Hello, Mike. How are you today? This is Jano. Coming
I don't
here.
like talking to Yarno.
Oh, it's okay. I'm coming in for my Ibiza with Nico Rosberg. As you can see him on the France. We have a great party with the ladies, the Victoria's Secret models. Him, Nico, Kimi on the yacht. Anyway, down here into the first DRS zone. The swim doing very, very nicely. Hard on the brakes. Just want to clip the apex into turn 4. The car wants to shift out, but he's doing very nicely. Brake hard, dropping. For some reason, he got up the gears. You meant to go down, you stupid idiot. Brake hard into second. He takes that in fourth as well. Interesting gear selection. Jano very confused, but that's not hard to do with Jano. Braking into this hard turn 10. The short second DRS swim doing very nicely. In his first Division 1 race. The short DRS open, braking between the 50 and the 100 meter board. Coming in, he spins it right around like a hooker on a Saturday night. Swim boxes, bottle job from Swim. So we take off there. Sorry about that claps, but you've done your door. This is the gospel according to Jano. So he's back to the yacht. What's with you and Jano, Mike?
He was mean to me that one day. I don't like Yarno anymore. If he talks shit to me one more time, I'm going to ask him if he's now a locomotive operator with a damn Truly train.
That's it, exactly. So sorry about
Folks,
that.
if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're too young. But
You're too young.
Yarno truly was the Alonso train before Alonso came to Formula
That's it,
1.
exactly. He invented the train. Drowned, not swimming. That's right, Benno.
There goes Josie with a 28.3. He's getting close.
He's
got
getting
time
close.
to get back in.
Yep, absolutely. 5 minutes. The younger of the two brothers, the Daft Boys, in the second McLaren. Good to see him actually being able to qualify and race all by himself, not having his older brother do all the racing for him. Actually, Daft will be quite quick here. Sector 2, down to this short, straight to the last corner. Or turn 14.
He's on par for a top 5 lap right here with a 107.6 through the second sector.
29. Does he break it just? P13.
Wow.
Well.
Okay. I'll eat my words quickly.
Yep. Cahoot's warming up. Oh my God. You know, Cahoot, the black stuff, that's the track. Keep it on that. Who have we got coming around? We've got, is that Rilo on a hot lap coming across? No. He's boxing and he bottled it anyway. Rubrick's in the pits. Chrissy's on a hard lap coming around the last sector. Can't see this being any faster than what he's done before at a 29.2. 28.6 P4. Very nice. Making me look like an idiot.
Here comes Cahoot to start a hot lap.
Okay, let's ride on board with the Season 4 champion.
Never mind, he's going back in.
He's going. Jeez, what is he doing? Bottle job after bottle job. Got the Mercedes up the top of the hill. Who is that one? Is that Deb? Yep, so Deb's on a hot lap here, coming through. Can we see him get into the 30s?
Looks like he's going to box too.
He's going to box.
Everybody's coming in.
Yep. Abyss and the other Williams tonight. What has he got installed? Can he get into the 107s for Sector 2? 108.1. He's half a second up, but that's only going to be good enough for a 130 high, which is not going to see him improve it one little bit. Chrissy's actually got himself into his car finally, which is good news. And Abyss with a 32 P14. Probably won't be very, very happy with that. Is Ping on an outlap here? He's half a tenth up. Oh, sorry, half a second up, Ping. So he's due for a 20... Oh no, he's 1 second above now. They're all boxing here at the moment with 3 minutes left to go.
Yeah, these guys are coming in really late. This is going to be really hard for them to get in, get pushed back into the garage, put a new set on, and get out before this timer hits 0. But Rapid Black, I believe, he's just started what's going to be his first hot lap of the night going into turn 1.
Talk about pressure, Mike. You either get it right or you're going to be starting P20. Very, very hard ask from back there, particularly in this division, to move up the field.
Yeah, but we watched Rapid Black last year. He was really coming into his zone toward the end of the season with more consistent performances. So we got to give it up to him for that. And he's purpled Sector 1 according to my telemetry.
Yep, very true. And hopefully they fix that purple bug, or whether that's a personal best. So let's see how he goes in the Stroll Martin version. Down here into turn 10. Hard brake, not too bad. Nice traction out.
He stayed off the throttle a long time there, though. He didn't get any rotation out of the car like he wanted to.
Dropped to 4th on that tricky left-hander. Up to this sweeping access. Siberia corner. Well, waylaid.
Time there.
Yep. But a 6.9. Oh, and he's bottled it. Oh. He was at a 6.9 coming into Sector 2. He was well and truly
top 10 for sure.
Oh my God. Now he's going to be starting his... Now, he's going to have no other option, I think, than to cool down and go again. Because he doesn't have enough time to box and come out. So I'm looking at the order, and I think you'll find... Is that Daff the first out, or is it going to be Hugh? It's Hugh. So Hugh Daff will be our first one across the line. Black's got to go again.
Oh, and Daff's lost it.
Yep.
The exit starting his lap.
He has. So he's not going to improve, and he's invalidated for both laps, so he'll box. So that will mean that we've got yellows there, done on Sector 2.
He's making you eat your words. He ain't boxing. He's going for it. He is not invalidated on this lap. He only invalidated the last one, so he got lucky there.
Yep. One thing, Cody, is can you please get this yellow sectors away from the timing screen? It'd be very nice if we could put it somewhere else. It'd be nice if you wouldn't mind.
I think you can. I think you can move it in your broadcast setup, actually.
Actually, yes, I think you can.
You'd have to go into your HUD OSD customization and move it toward the middle, I think.
Yep. So Benny Black coming through here. What's he got in store for us? Has he burnt those reds out? And then, geez, I tell you what, take a look at all those smarties on the screen. All 18 of the 20 drivers out on track. It's going to be a carnival of action coming across with the last. So that's it. Qualifying's over. Winter has retired. Betsy tuning in.
Black was only 1/10 up on his time there through Sector 2. Let's see what he can get as he crosses the line. It's going to be P11.
That's it. That's his day done. Is that Ping? No, that's actually Relic, who's boxed it. What's he going to come along here? He is 28.3. Ninjas across. The Pinnies. I'm trying to find out where Kahoot is at the moment. He's in a lot of traffic. There's a McLaren stuck on turn 15. Is that Daff or is that... That's Hugh Daff.
It's Daff.
It's Daff, Hugh Daff. Pinju coming across the line. He's just above 29.3. Doesn't improve. The Ferrari coming across the line. That'll be Rilo or Noodles. Noodles comes through boxes it. These boys are coming along.
A lot of these guys are running wide here at the exit of Sector 2, coming into Sector 3, and they're not invalidating for it, but they are going completely off the racetrack.
Yep. So Harry Dwells, bang, comes into P13 only. Jeez, there's too much action, and that's it. Wow. Keep up with that, ladies and gentlemen.
I think Josie just set a new fastest lap of the session there at the end as well.
He probably did. Let's see.
He did, 28.0.
You were right. You said 28 flat. And the boy is on fire. Josie Wales, P1. Rapid Relic. We're going to get Josie into the chat. Have a chat with him. Our pole sitter. So Josie Wales in P1. Rapid Relic into P2. Rilo P3. Noodles P4. Chrissy P5. Kahoot P6, Ninja 7, Winter 8, Hugh Daff P9, Rubric and Muckpin in 11, Daff 12, Pinju 13, Harry Dwells 14, Chris 15, Blackie, Left for Dead, Rapid Deb, Abyss, and Swim did not register a time. In the chat, our pole sitter, Josie Wales, congratulations on pole. Tell us about your lap.
I didn't think I was going to get one at the start there. We thought it was cutting it short, but yeah, I just put it together when I needed to and managed to get pole.
Excellent. Yep. Mike, questions?
Well, one question and a thank you for making me seem like I kind of know what I'm talking about, because I said pole would probably be a 28 flat, and then you went out and ran that. But did you get a toe on the final lap? It looked like you had quite a few cars that were pretty close to your front.
I feel like
there.
it was more. I feel like more dirty air than it was a toe, but
Okay.
just had to keep it together. It definitely helped me on the straights though. I'd lose a bit through the corners, but just behind Kahoot that little bit gave me a bit of extra straight line speed, so that was good.
Fair enough then. Nah, well, look, I know that you've got to go get your strats. It's obviously going to be a medium hard race. We all know that. But
Yeah,
all the best in the race. I've always said you dance on Saturdays, you get paid on Sundays. All the best in the main event, mate. And good luck for the race, Josie.
Thanks,
good on you,
boys.
mate. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
So, Josie, the pole sitter, Mike, we called it, or you called it. He is definitely on form, isn't he? Unbelievable form right now.
Yeah, it's first race of the season, so we have to remind ourselves that we can't jump ahead. It is a long season this year, and depending on whether or not we get the track add-ons that they're talking about, it could get even longer. We don't know yet. But you know, we gotta look at something here. While you were speaking with Josie at first, I was looking in the race director, and it showed that there were 2 drivers in the top 10 that only used 2 tires. So they're gonna have an extra set of softs going into this race in case it gets a little hectic. And one of them is Noodles.
Well, there you go. Good analysis there from Mike. Betsy in the chat. Obviously at work, we would love to have you here, mate. Make sure you take a look at the stream, the decider. We actually had a highlights reel of your wonderful race, and we've got lights out. There's no formation lap. I forgot all about this. Lights out, away we go. Formation's been turned off. Josie Wales, if you don't mind, takes it up into turn 1. I forgot we turned the formation lap. He has got it done into turn 1. Sorry about that, Mikey. My bad. Relic into P2. Rilo P3. Noodles P4. Kahoot. Didn't even get a chance to take a look at the actual tyre data there. So who's on the mediums and the hards? Kahoot's gone the hard strat. Up into P5. Not a bad start on the hards. A lot of talking congestion is Kahoot's on the wheel this time, Mike, as well, for the first time this season. Oh, we've got a spinner. Chrissy's spun it on that.
And Chrissy really struggling today to not.
He is. Oh, we've got a tap.
Like he's having trouble keeping the car on the track.
Left for dead got it. Left for dead got a tap coming into turn 10. Someone missed their braking point. Not too sure who it was, but he's dropped down to P17. He will not be happy at all. So up the front, Josie, look at that. He's already broken that 1 second on Relic. Relic has been
being hounded by Rilo at every single braking zone. He's had to defend from Rilo this lap. He's had no chance to have his eyes forward and just try and run.
Yep.
He's got Rilo all over his gearbox. Nearly had both Ferraris pass him into that third corner.
Yep. Unbelievable. So the Ferrari's in 3rd and 4th. The Italians will be... Ninja, for some reason, is gone into P1. We've got a timing glitch. I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, Josie is leading this race. Ninja is somewhere at the back. In fact,
it's only on your end. I'm not getting any glitch.
No, it must be for me then. So Relic into P2. Rilo, you are right. He is hounding him in that Ferrari in P3. What a great debut for Rilo into the Division 1. Noodles into P4. Kahoot on those hards. He's going to be taking them long way into this race. Hugh Daff into P6. Muckping P7. Rubric, the owner, in P8. Chrissy and Rapid Daff P9, and Abyss holding out our 11th position. So a pretty clean start, Mike. You'd have to agree. A couple of minor incidents, but overall a pretty clean start from the Div 1 boys.
Black? I think Rapid Black's just had an issue too.
He has?
Rapid Black has had an issue. He's tangled with somebody. He just lost 5 positions in one corner.
Chrissy's been able to get himself up to P16. He's made light work of Harry Dwells in the pinny. Not too sure if the Chrissy there. We've already got our first penalty for the night with Left for Dead, 3 seconds.
I think Left 4 Dead got that penalty when he completely cut the turn 10 to get back to the racetrack.
Okay, well, there you go.
So that might be removed after the race is over. We'll have to wait and see, but he's unfortunately going to have to serve that at a pit stop.
Yep. So JC Wales, fastest lap, no surprise. Riding on board here with Chrissy, who's hounding Left for Dead in the Lance Stroll Aston Martin.
Oh, and the Ferrari at the front's lost it.
Oh,
Riley's
no.
around.
Riley's out.
Legs of the two.
Oh, he's lost it. That traction, a damning corner, turn 2, always happens. He's dropped back to 13th after such a great start. Swimay's just been able to get the jump on Pinju. Sorry, Mike.
That Ferrari's going to be fun to watch now. He's got a lot of... Oh, as the Mercedes in front of him almost completely loses it as well.
And he has, Deb.
Everybody is struggling on heavy fuel.
Yep. But he's been able to jump one position, so Rolo up to P13. Pinju into 12th. He'll be bottling it eventually, I'd say. Meanwhile, up the front, Josie has now got himself a 2-second gap to the former Red Bull food van driver in P2. Noodles P3, Kahoot, Season 4 champion. He really wants to make sure that he reclaims that champ. Oh, he's done it. He's lost it off Siberia. Kahoot's in it. Be careful rejoining the track, Kahoot. Drops it all the way down to P10. The traction on this game has completely changed, Mike. So many people making mistakes here on the heavy fuel loads.
Yeah, we did a race last night for the Euro boys. We held a race for what we call NPC, which is basically multiplayer car Mondays. And I couldn't believe it. Usually with those guys, I'm running, P10 to P13. I was racing for the win the whole race. Everybody thrown for a loop by the drastic change they made yesterday. You can see it playing out right here. These guys were not having these issues in the social races. And here we got another car off somewhere. Yeah, we got a car off, left it.
Rubric, the boss.
Again.
Yep, boss has lost it again. Rolo's jumping back through. He's up on the inside here. Will he get the job done? He does. Left for Dead gives him enough room. Job done from Rilo.
For the crossover. And
he hasn't get. Oh, he's got it. What a fantastic he set that up. Set it up, Left for Dead. Gets the job done. Let's take a look at that on the Rapid Racing replay. And you can
Rilo's
just
looking to go around the outside. It's a drag race up the
hill.
hill.
Let's get
back. Got him.
Oh, has he? Oh, he has too. Jeez, I was got that on replay.
That bloody replay.
Hey, mate, we're the only ones that do the replay here, mate. Don't see that anywhere else in the Euro, boys. Let's see if we can get that back on the replay. Yes, look at this. Up on the inside, Left for Dead just did it, and then he's taken it up on the main straight, got him up on the inside, and got it done. So, back to live action. Rilo's lost it all. Is that Rapid Daff that's actually lost it there? That's Daff's lost it now. He's dropping himself all the way down to P18. Siberia corner and turn 2. Absolute nightmares. Side by side, Hugh Daff and Abyss up on the main straight. Swim A's wants to get a little bit of action here on the inside. 3 wide. 3 wide. Swim A on the inside. Hugh Daff had to lift. And Swim, Abyss, and Swim has jumped up 2 positions. What a pass there. He's jumped from P8 and Hugh Daff got stuck on the outside.
Yeah, Swim, your biggest mover of the race so far, capitalizing on everybody else in front of him making mistakes while not making any of his own, making beautiful passes, up 13 positions already from where he started.
Yeah, exactly. More action than a porn set at the moment, boys. Don't know what to watch. Relic. I tell you what, Relic is in P3, Noodles P2. Geez, I tell you what, this is why we're the #1 commentary team, Cactus. There's just no doubt about it. We bring the fun, we bring the banter, and the commentary, mate. So, Relic has dropped it. Noodles is now 3 seconds behind now. Josie Wells has cleared out. Ping in the making his debut. He's doing really well. Chrissy, Swim A, up to P6. Hunting down the Haas. Abyss, they're in P7. Hugh Daff after being squeezed, but he's on the hards. He's going to be going long. Great to see the viewers in the chat, the 16. Don't forget to hang by for the spin and win.
We got another. Oh, it's Rapid Daff again at the same
Oh.
at Siberia corner.
Siberia corner. It is being the death of Daff all night.
Daff obviously has a car that is heavy on the nose and light on the rear, so he is really struggling with that corner. I was riding on board with him actually when it happened. He didn't take any curb or anything. He has actually just lost it himself through lack of downforce on the rear of the car, I'd have to say.
So meanwhile,
These cars this year very different from last year. For those of y'all that don't pay as much attention as we do, these cars very different this year, with the underbody and the floor creating most of the downforce, but it's still very, very reliant on that rear wing now since they've done the change last night with the new update. Seeing the drivers today who really just haven't come to grips with it or didn't really understand that the handling model had changed as much as it has.
yeah, and it's going to take them some time. We've got
full course yellow.
full course yellow. We've got a safety car. Abyss is out. So it's our first safety car of season 6. Oh boy, he's made a mess of that.
Hey,
I tell you,
lost it at the worst spot possible. Have you seen where he is?
I have. I'd seen where it was into turn. That's that hairpin turn 7. He's obviously lost traction. So let's keep an eye out. JC Wales, is he going to take the opportunity to box for hards? Let's watch. He'll continue on.
Stands out.
Noodles will stay out as well. It's probably too early for the mediums. Relic thought about it, said nah. Let's take a look at Pingy.
These front 5 guys should be trying. Yes, Ping. Yes, take the gamble. Go for it. There's
Yep.
no reason not to.
No, so he's done it. He's
got
gone
a
in for
hash
hard.
on him in as well.
Yep. So Chrissy's going to box. What's he going to do? If he's on the mediums, yeah, he can go to hards. Swim A, he's going to box for the hards as well. So they're right. They've taken, and Rilo's got himself a 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane.
No. It says he collided with Pinju under the safety car. How the bloody hell did he do that when he's in 15th and Pinju's all the way up in 7th?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not too sure, Ben. I think it's a glitch in there. Causa, good to see you, mate. Glad to have you back in the channel, mate. Love to see you back. Hopefully you're doing well over there,
Causer's here now, so you have to stop talking about how we're the best commentary team.
Cos knows.
He'll get
Cos
his
knows.
panties in a twist.
Cos knows. Cos knows. He knows the facts. He understands that he's second by a long shot, and he's got a lot to learn. But there's hope for you, Cos. There's hope. There's hope. We're a very, very good start by JC.
Yes, let's see who all made a pit stops. Everybody from 10th down made a pit stop.
Actually, 9th. Ping is the first runner who has boxed in 9th for the hards. Ninja has
Mukping in 10th for me.
Yeah, and I see Ninja. Not too sure. Ninja's glitching on me.
Ninja's out of place on yours again, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Ninja's currently running P4 on the racetrack. You have him scored in P12.
Yeah, exactly. There's something definitely going on with me.
So yeah, I was correct. So everybody from 10th down, from Mukping down, has pitted and put on new tires. All of them going for the hards.
Hashtag Cause knows. He's here with his notebook, taking notes. He's taking notes. He wants to learn from the #1 commentary team at F1 2022. Ready, g'day to you, mates. Thanks very much for joining us. Don't forget, hang around as we go and spin and win. Someone could win a Red Bull replica, the Max Verstappen, valued at $150 AUD. One will be won this season.
I would love to have one of those. You know how hard those are to find? I can never find those blasted things.
There you go. So,
because I'm not going to lie, I have been trying to find those for a couple of years. They are very, very hard to find because most of the places you find them look like the shadiest third-party website you could ever be on.
Yeah, exactly. So, JC will be pretty happy with his start. Noodles will be pleased that he's got him to P2. Relic doing very nice now. The shackles are broken. He can run his own race. Kahoot on those hards. Hugh Daff, after a couple of early mistakes, hasn't really been punished, but good to see Pinju there. Let's take a look at fastest lap. Noodles has got it at the moment. Don't want to look at the penalties. They're all being done through there.
Ooh, who daffs? You got to be careful there, buddy.
What did he do?
Oh, he almost lost it in the traction zone coming out of the left-hander to go up the hill.
Exactly.
Completely sideways. He was pointed at the wall.
And Cottier in the chat, good to be back. Very good to be back as well.
Yeah, I like this Real Beano or Real Benno guy. Can you paint the Red Bull replica orange?
I can get you a McLaren if you want. If you don't want the Red Bull, I can give you a McLaren. Okay? So your choice of the car, but you've got to win it. You've got to spin to win it. So that's the way it works. So you've got to be in the chat at the end.
I want to win this now. All the rest of you leave right now.
Exactly.
Just leave the stream.
We've got to spin. Anyway, Claps Division 3 mins tomorrow. How many spins we reckon for Cottier? I reckon a good 10. A good 10 from Cottier, and that's just in qualifying. Reedy, we've got a spin and win tournament for this season, mate. We're giving away a replica Formula 1 car, 140 die cast from the Formula 1 store. One winner for the year. It must go off. And Ninja is saying he's in P4, so there is definitely something wrong with me.
Unfortunate that you have this glitch going on right now, but it does happen from time to time. We should be going green this time around. Not sure what's going on with Left 4 Dead. He's made 3 stops now under this safety car. He's well behind the train here as he exits pit lane again. He's boxed for the hard tire. I don't know what he has got going on right now, but he is really, really struggling with something.
Yeah. Now, I'm not
Will
too
he
sure.
be able to catch the train before it goes green?
Yeah.
'Cause we're definitely going to go green this time.
Yeah, I've got them all banked up. There's something definitely going wrong with this lobby. And the reason why I'm saying, on my stream, I've got Ninja actually being passed into P15. There's something definitely wrong.
On my screen, Ninja's still running in 4th, and I'm riding on board with him right now. He's right under the gearbox of Relics.
Okay, I think what's going to happen, I am just going to... Safety car's in this lap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to exit, and I'm going to rejoin as a spectator. Hopefully that'll fix the glitch. We'll be right back,
That
guys.
is really weird.
It is, because I've got him in P15, but apparently he's P14. So bear with me. I'm just going to rejoin, so I'll be right back.
So as the safety car comes back in, I will commentate this like MRN NASCAR radio for all of you. So they are currently coming out of the penultimate corner. Josie Wales doing about 50 kph right now. Still hasn't taken off. They've made it to the DRS board. There he goes. Now he's gone. He's caught the Ferrari sweeping, but the Ferrari now under attack from Rapid Relics from behind. It's all kicking off behind Relics as they go wide down into turn 1. Oh, Relics is getting dived by CBF Ninja. Ninja's got this one pretty much done and dusted, but he has an issue with the traction zone. It's going to be a big drag race down to third fourth. Now Romeo moves place to get off the halfway corner on the field. It's going to be contact. Ninja's keeping more under control. It's going to lose the position of the Alpine as they make the run to turn 5 now. Moving back down the order in 10th. There's a big squabble here for 10th between 5 cars. Swim-I. Oh, and who's that spun out? Who is that? Is that Rapid Black? Looks like Rapid Black spun out at turn 6. Had to have had contact with somebody somewhere to end up in that position. Further back down the order, P14, Harry Dwells all over the back of Rapid Rubik, but Rilo up in front of him making the move on Chrissy for 9th place as he tries to work his way back toward the front of this field. He's now just behind Swim-I as Swim-I comes up to the back of Muckping. He could have a look on Muckping going down into the final corner. It's all starting to space out at the front. 1, 2, 3 separated by 3 seconds. Rapid Kahoot closing in on them though. Kahoot not really known for his qualifying pace, has always struggled in qualifying. Now that he's on a wheel now, it seems he has even more problems just getting to grips with it, but he is coming true in the race. But Rilo trying to get by the Williams down into turn 1, but it's the Williams of Swimeye going by Muckping with a huge run down into turn 1, but he outbrakes himself and misses the apex by a bit. It's going to be a drag race down to turn 4. Rilo gets passed by Oz Chrissy down into turn 1 as well. It's all kicking off on this restart, and I need to take a break. Please tell me you're back.
I'm back, King. I'm back, Mikey. Geez, I tell you what, it's great to have a great number 2 like you, Mikey. Thanks for tuning in. I've got back in, and Ninja is officially P5 on my screen. So something's gone right now, finally. So Kahoot P4. So Josie Wales, he's not making light work of Noodles. He's staying in there, but he's been able to break the DRS zone. Meanwhile, Harry Dwells has been able to leapfrog Hugh Daff, but Daff is not making it easy for him as they come down into
Harry
turn 2.
Dwells is falling down the order. Harry Dwells is falling. He's one of the cars that didn't pit. He restarted in ninth, and he's been being passed by everybody.
Okay.
Like
So Hugh, you're right, actually. I do apologise, but he was down in P4. He's just passed Hugh Daff down there into turn 10. I'm just trying to get myself way up in there. Josie Wales leads by 1.3 seconds. Relic 1.6. Kahoot half a second. And look, he's on those hards, Mike. Is the race going to come to him? I think our spectators that joined us last season will remember that last lap between Kahoot and Noodles, where Kahoot forced Noodles wide on the Max Verstappen corner, resulted in Noodles getting a 3-second penalty, Mike, and cost him the win. So Kahoot is going for the long. Ninja in P5. Hugh Daff P6. Swim A, great account for himself in 7. Chrissy in P8. Muckpin with a fistful of Rilo up his rear view mirror. Rilo putting
in the chat. Somebody has actually asked you a question directly. If you want to check that out, it says, "How do I spin the wheel to win the prize?"
Right, it'll be done for you automatically. It'll be done after.
Who thought I left? I never left.
Yes, ain't no bloody wheel.
Decide for a while.
There'll be a winner spin. Exactly. Okay, Remedy, thanks very much. You never left. So Rilo putting Muckping under a whole world of pressure. Rilo got himself up to P2, but that early spin has cost him. What a pass up on the inside. Light work. Rilo up to P9. You'll have Chrissy up
McLaren's really struggling. It looks like Rapid Daff has just had a spin.
again.
He is all the way in the back now. He was running up there about P15. Now he's running dead last in the order. And he's a long way back. He's a full straightaway behind the leader now.
Well, I think we've surmised in 13 laps who is the Lando and who's the Daniel Ricciardo of the McLarens this season. Anyway, Hugh Daffy in P6. Someone had to say it. On the outside, Hugh on Ninja. They come to grips. Ninja gives him enough room. Nice little overtake there by Mr. Hugh Daff. He gets himself up to P5.
Yeah, around the outside, beautiful move. You cannot complain about that whatsoever. You got Ninja still haunting him, though. Ninja's been struggling a little bit since the restart. He's lost 2 positions now. Let's see if he continues to fall back the order as his tires continue to go off. He's on the medium compound tire. He's getting passed by hard tire runners right now.
And a little bit swish. I think that's going to set up Swim A down here into turn 10 and onto the short DRS. He has. He's making
Huge
a lot.
amounts of wheel spin for Swim A. That's going to cost him. He will not be able to make the pass down into this. Excuse me, into this left-hander. Huge amounts of wheel spin all the way into 5th gear for that car.
No. Around here, Siberia corner, right on ball with Swim. He's probably going to have Ninja set up. Those 6-lap fresher hards. We've got yellows in Sector 2 for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, it's Harry Dwell.
He's looped it as well. Go back on board with Swim as he tries to set it up. Didn't get the traction he needed. Ninja's probably going to hold him. He's too far back. Hugh Daff with a 31.7. Track's coming towards the McLaren.
Yeah, right now, Swim Eye, as we ride on board with him, he is the car sitting prettiest in this race right now. As we come down to 15 to go, he is the only hard tire runner that really has a lot of pace right now and can go to the end. Everybody else behind him just kind of holding on to the DRS train that's in front of them.
Exactly.
Whereas Swim Eye's been making moves, and now he's hounding the back of Ninja.
And the other thing as well, if you take a look at it, Mike, Swim is effectively the race leader. He's the first to box. So he is the first to box. So Swim, that's going to come to him a little bit later on. He doesn't need to box again.
Yeah, he needs to be careful, though. As we've been riding on board with him, he is look at him right now. You can see the revs going all the way to the top of that tachometer, and he's not really going anywhere. That tells you that he's having huge amounts of wheel spin. He's going to the end on this tire. He needs to take care of it. He cannot keep doing that. This year, it's a lot different under traction. They've changed it a little bit with the patch from yesterday, but you know, if you got on the throttle just a little wrong, you could have one of those rear tires lit up in a straight line all the way into sixth gear if you wanted to. So these guys really have to be a lot more precarious with their right foot inputs this year than they have been before.
That's it.
But it looks like Swim Eye's starting to struggle a little bit here in the dirty
Right end
air.
plate,
Looks like
right
Ninja's
end
got
plate.
his foot under him.
Take a look.
Oh, has he
Mike,
got a right end plate missing?
he has nice pickup from Cottier in the chat. He's got a right end plate missing. That's going to... It doesn't affect you as much as it did in the last game. And take a look. He's got Ninja all set up here. Can he take advantage of it? Ninja flashing red like a hooker on a Saturday night. Up on the inside. Swim. Give room. These guys are going to battle it out.
It's going to be a drag race.
Yeah, and I think Ninja's going to hold him out here so far.
It's really good, though, to see that Swim he has this right front end plate damage. You can clearly see the right front end plate is gone on that Williams, but he's still able to stay there. The cars, like I said earlier, so much different. 90%, I swear, of the downforce this year comes from that underbody. Oh, and he's been rear-ended.
He's been rear-ended. Swim missed his braking point. That wasn't Chrissy's fault. That's Swim. Ran into the back of Ninja. That is all Swim. And we caught that on the stream. So, unfortunately, he's going to drop back through.
I take back what I said at the time when I said that. I was riding on board with him looking backwards, so all I saw was Chrissy absolutely plowing.
Chrissy had nothing to do with that. That was all Swim's fault, I can assure you
so
that
now,
much.
how much damage does Chrissy have? Chrissy actually has no damage from the contact.
Which is
Front
good.
wing is completely in place, so he is now the driver sitting pretty for this race win.
Yep.
Because Josie Wales doesn't have the pace right now to pull the gap that he needs without a safety car.
Nah, exactly. Swim has dropped his
I was
box.
so surprised to not see them pit.
Is
the
Swim-
top five didn't pit.
Swim's lost it. He's lost it onto the last corner. He'll be boxing now. He's boxing. He's got no wing. He's going to change that wing, so that is his night done and dusted.
Does Swim have rear wing damage?
He's
retired the car.
He's
He might
retired.
have rear wing damage.
That's it. Swim's day's done, and he's retired in pits, so we shouldn't see a safety car.
Are they going to send that car back out, though? This is the first time I've seen this.
I've seen it once or twice. No, he's vanished.
The car retired?
He's vanished.
Awesome.
Vanished.
Awesome.
So
that's both Williams out of this race.
Yep, both Williams out. No surprise. Noodles now 2 seconds out. Kahoot has jumped. Relic in there, missed it, but these guys are going to go side by side. Relic's not going to give it up, but Kahoot's got himself up to P3. Remember, he needs to box, and look at Hugh Daff on the inside of Relic now. What a pass. What a pass from Hugh.
Opportunistic move.
That was. Let's take a look at that of the Rapid Racing League replay. And I was keeping an eye on Kahoot as he just got him at the end of that DRS section, unaware that Mr. Hugh Daff was smelling around, and just dived it up on the inside. What an overtake by Hugh Daff. Live, he's up
look
to...
at Hugh Daff's battery. He's got no battery left in that car to help defend where he is now. So he's going to have to hold on to the back of the Alpine in front of him in order to retain this position.
Yes, another X-rated comment. I always like to say Hugh Daff spins his ERS like he's at the strippers. And Kahoot in P3. Relic P5, Chrissy. I reckon you're right there, Mike. A good call. He's well and truly in this race. Wow. Claps.
I still don't quite
11 p.m.
understand why the front runners didn't pit under that safety car. They were basically all on mediums. They could have pitted. Kahoot still has to pit.
Yeah.
Because he started on this hard compound tire. Same with Hugh Daff and Rapid Relics. They all have to pit because they have to go for the mediums. But Noodles and Wales, I don't understand why they didn't go for that hard tire at that safety car. They definitely could have and taken it to the end. I feel like they've cost themselves a chance at a podium here, and they have to now pray for a safety car because all these cars behind them, the top 10, are all within 10 seconds of each other. They will fall outside the top 10 when they pit.
Yeah, these boys in front, the top 5, are praying for a safety car. I know that you can stretch these mediums to probably lap 20, 21, and they're really going to fall off a cliff, and I think that's what they're playing for. Josie continually going deep. He's pushing these.
Cahoot's in.
Cahoot's in. He's blinked. He'll be going for the mediums. No way is he going for the reds. No way he's going.
He might fall into a nice gap here, though. There's a big gap between the Red Bull and the McLaren. He's already exited his pit box. He's making his way down to the pit end of the pit lane. He's going to fall into a beautiful gap here. So beautifully timed by Alpine to bring the driver in and get that pit stop done.
Very nicely worked. He comes out into P13. Rubric up on the inside of Daff, makes light work, gets himself into P14, but a lot of work from him in front of him. Deb into P16. Harry Dwells has boxed the other Alpine for a wing change. Unfortunate for Harry, his first time back in Division 1 this season. So up the front, Josie was.
Rubric and Daff are going for it.
Oh, here we go.
Side by side, coming through 3. They're going to be side by side heading to 5.
But Rubric, the wise old fox, against the young guy.
Look at how much time they're making up on the Alpine, though. This is what I've been wanting to see. The Alpine just came out. Remember, tire blankets are not as hot this year. He comes out of the pit lane on icebergs. He's having to get the tires warmed up. They're still not in their working window. As he exits turn 10, they will not be in the working window until he gets to about turn 12, turn 13, and then they'll finally start to work. But since he's come out of the pit lane, the Alpine driver has lost about 4 seconds to these cars behind him.
Amazing. Benny Black up on the rear end of Chrissy, but he needs the box as well. We've got our second pitter. Relic is blinked. 10 laps. Is he going reds? Surely he can't go hards. He's going to take the gamble, go reds, surely. He's in the red window. He is. Bang. He's going to put the reds. A lot of fuel loads, Mike. Probably he's going to get there. They're going to be screaming at the end. And he comes out in P12 just in front of Kahoot. Or does Kahoot get him? Kahoot's got him.
He's definitely going to get him with the tire warm-up no matter what. But he goes really deep, cuts Kahoot off.
But Kahoot on the outside of turn 2, through into turn 3. Great overtake. Took advantage of that pit stop by Relic and gets himself into P12. Meanwhile, Daff and Rubric are having their own little personal party down here in 14th and 15th. Ninja's dropped way back. Deb's all over his rear end. So when's Josie Wales pit? That is going to be the question. And is he going to give himself enough laps? Sector 1, it's a Mercedes of Deb. He's got himself going. There's not going to be a safety car.
Every time we see a yellow flag right now, Josie's got to be thinking to himself, come on, safety car.
Safety
Come on,
car.
it's a safety car.
Yep.
And Josie's going to bypass the pit lane. He's not going to go in. Same with Noodles. What is Daff going to do? Daff is heading for the lane.
He's coming in. He's coming in. He's going for reds. Chrissy
Now he's lost a lot of time to Kahoot now that Kahoot's been on fresh tires. So Kahoot and Relics will both come out in front of this McLaren, no problem.
Yep. Rilo goes through. Rilo has recovered from that spin earlier into P4, effectively P2 on track. But Chrissy, in the Lance Stroll Aston Martins, or as I like to call it, Daddy's cars, P3, doing very nicely. Pitted early, took the gamble, and
Look at how much time Daff has lost by staying out. He's been swallowed by everybody. He's all the way back down to P14.
Is that rapid? No, Hugh Daff is in P10.
Oh, no, Hugh Daff. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Cahoot's just got him there.
He's being passed by Kahoot.
He's been passed by Kahoot. He's gone to the mediums as well. I genuinely would have thought he would have gone for the softs, but he didn't. Harry Dwells with a 31.5, fastest lap so far. Thanks to all our guys in the stream, all 18 viewers. Great to have you here for the season opener around Bahrain. Back to Josie Wales here in front.
Daff's off. Relic's going to have a huge run at him as they go down to turn 11.
Lights out and away we go. And it's
You
McLaren
follow.
went very wide there. And now we've got them going into turn 11.
Yep, I'm
Literally
on board.
nose to gearbox.
Around Siberia turn. Welcome to the chat, Coringe. Sorry about the
Oh, there
pronunciation.
goes Josie. He's in.
Josie's
The
in,
2 leaders are in.
and they're both going to reds. That leaves Chrissy now in front. Rilo on debut in Division 1 is P2. Winter, P3. Muckping to P4. So Chrissy, Rilo, Winter, and Muckping. So Rilo, Winter, and Ping Mike, all Division 2 boys. All promoted from Division 2.
Josie's made a big mistake at the exit. He's now under pressure from Chris. Chris is going to try and make a move down into turn 4.
Oh, yes, he is. Let's see what he does here. Can he keep it up? But Chrissy gets it.
Josie doesn't have the tire attempt to really fight this. He's got to be careful.
He does, but he's on the inside. They're side by side into turn 6 now. Down to the hairpin, and Josie was managing just to keep himself in front. Lucky, and Noodles behind Chrissy as well on those reds with 8 laps to go. So right now, Josie is looking for a safety car.
Yeah, Josie currently running 15.5 seconds behind the leader. He's currently 10 seconds away from a podium place. There's no way they will make up that time with the amount of laps we have left. Both these drivers not having the strategy to win it today.
No, that's it. Exactly. They're going to need a safety car. That is it. Otherwise, Chrissy and Rilo and Winter are going to be our podium guys unless Ping has something to do about it. Left for Dead P5. It hasn't played into their hands. They took the gamble. They didn't pit early. And now they are paying the price. Josie in P6, Noodles P7. He's win DRS as well. Relic with the fastest lap of the night with a 38 in P10. Hounding down Kahoot on those mediums. He's going to have a...
Right now, just watching the times at the front, Chrissy and Rilo basically have been matching each other for the past 3 laps.
Yeah.
Nothing gained, nothing lost between the two of them. These two are really, really being as consistent as I've ever seen. Got another yellow in Sector 1. It looks like it's Rapid Daff again.
It's Daff. He's got himself going, so no safety car. Sector 1s and 2s. No, that's Daff again. He's okay. So, meanwhile, look at Josie. 1.5 seconds. Noodles right behind him. Josie just...
Noodles has more battery as well. So
exactly.
It looks like Noodles has the faster car here on this stint now. What's going to happen between these two? It's the first race of the season. Hopefully we don't see them come to blows, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's about to be a DRS train here.
Right behind Left 4 Dead. Is Left 4 Dead going to be a bottleneck? Or is he going to let Josie by and not even try and battle this? Noodles with the fastest lap. With the advantage of DRS. Josie Wells now well and truly inside the DRS here of Left 4 Dead. He's going to take
What Noodles has to do is if Josie makes this move down the inside, he's got to follow him through. And look, he does it perfectly.
Oh,
What
great
a
move.
Beautiful, well thought out move from the Ferrari driver.
Absolutely. So they're both through. 1.3 seconds to Muckping. 6 laps to go. Josie goes from being the hunted to the hunter. Has he got enough laps, Mikey? I'm with you, mate. I don't think he does.
No, he's still 8 seconds off a podium, or excuse me, 9 seconds off a podium place. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they might get within 3, maybe 4 seconds, but I do not see either of them getting up there and challenging for the podium positions.
Keep your eye on Rilo as well. He was gaining on Chrissy. He got that gap down to within 3 seconds. And Chrissy is burning his ERS at every opportunity. Winter comfortably on the podium at the moment. Muckpin P in 4. But Josie Wales is going to get DRS here. The man is on a mission. Muckpin's got nothing to defend here. Josie Wales on the inside.
Oh, here comes Noodles. Here comes Noodles. Can he go 3 wide with him into 1?
Double overtake. Double
A
overtake.
little deep. This could set up Noodles just a bit for turn 4, but it doesn't.
Nah.
Oh, wow. And you know what? Josie didn't get DRS going down this second straightaway, so he wasn't behind Muckping at the detection zone just before turn 1. So that gave Noodles a slight advantage on the run to 4.
That's it. 5 laps, 3 seconds. That's the task for What? What's going on?
Winner has just picked up a penalty. Let me go look at this. Hold on.
I think that's 3 seconds. That'll be exceeding track limits. That is not getting pulled off him. I can tell you that now. So Josie's on the podium right now. Rilo has got it within 3 seconds. 5 laps to go. Sector 1, Sector 2. It's the McLaren again. What's Daft doing up there? Oh, he's beached it. He's beached it. This could be a safety car. He's beached it. Keep an eye. He can't get off. He can't get off. He's beached the car.
This is the first time we've ever had this in rapid racing. You can actually beach the car this year. We were talking about it in the social races.
Yep. And
he's been
is
disqualified.
Will it bring out a yellow? It's not going
Even
to.
though he's been disqualified, his car is still trying
Disqualified.
to get off. And now we've got yellows.
In Sector 1, Sector 2, no safety car. Josie Wells sees those yellow flags for waving him, please, 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 but he can't. He's got Noodles. It's been cleared. 2 seconds. Noodles handling that back end.
Oh, I love that. I am absolutely loving that. I hate to see it that a car was beached and couldn't get off it, but it's good to see that it's finally been written into the game that something like that can happen.
Yep.
Now just go back to the old handling model, you
bastards. So Kahooting that down in P. Hugh Daft down P10, Chrissy P19, the boss in P12, Blackie Pinju, who has not bottled it yet with 4 laps to go, doing a very nice account of himself in P14, Ninja down there in P15, Deb 16th and Harry Dwells, but Chrissy with 2.5 seconds with 4 laps. Josie Wales.
So currently Winner's sitting on a 5-second time penalty. I was just finally able to find it. He has a 5-second time penalty. As it stands now, he will fall behind Josie, Noodles, and possibly Muckping if Muckping can keep up his pace.
What was the 5 second for? Shortcut? Corner cut?
Multiple warnings.
Oh, multiple warnings. That's for you, Rapid Jack. Hopefully you're having a good day, looking after all those kiddies. Our David Hasselhoff of Rapid Racing at the moment, the lifesaver.
He's kind of cute like David Hasselhoff. Never thought about that.
Don't tell him that. He'll go straight to his head.
Oh, I know it.
Exactly. Noodles. And the Reds, the red tyres. Josie's not closing in on Winter as fast as he was before, but can he get into the DRS? Beautiful camera angle here from Cody.
He's definitely going to get it. I mean, Josie's made up a whole second on him within just this lap.
Sector 3,
it's inevitable now.
We've got Benny Black is off, but he's been able to regain. Sector 2 yellow, that's a McLaren. Hugh Daff's off. Lando's binned it. Rapid Black's retired in the pits. So there's going to be no safety car for Josie.
So one Aston Martin retires, the other Aston Martin looking like he could win this race, but here comes Rilo.
Oh, here it is.
Got in the gap underneath 2 seconds now. Neither of them with any battery charge left in their cars, both pushing desperately Yellow's in Sector 3 as the Aston Martin that retired is coming back out onto the track in front of them. Could this hinder Chrissy and allow Rilo to make a charge on him?
I can tell you now, it ain't going to hit Chrissy. Mr. Stroll has sent that Aston Martin back out and said, you need to block. You need to block.
Oh, and the Aston Martin's pulled off. Right side.
It's too late for a safety car. There won't be another safety car now.
Rilo's made up 2/10 on him, though, through the first 3 corners. Let's see how this continues throughout this lap.
And Noodles has got Josie. Noodles has got Josie there. P4. He's got him there. Coming into turn 4.
Him sleeping.
He did. So Josie's dropped down. Has he burnt off his tyres? Noodles could be on place for a podium. The Tifosi will be absolutely having a party if he can do it.
He's got to get by Winner and put a car between he and the Mercedes. It'll be such a better move for him if he does. He's probably not going to be able to do it here, but it'd be nice if he did, because it looks like he's got a lot more pace in the car right now. Yeah. But it looks like he's going to have to wait till the front straightaway.
He will. Rilo, 1.5. He can see the rear end of the Aston.
Off. Is that Chris?
That's
Ninja.
Ninja's off. Lap down now, and he's lost it. He's come back on though. 1.5 seconds, 2 laps to go. Can Rilo close this gap? Lap 27 coming onto the main straight. The problem is he's got...
Rilo has no battery left. He just needs to literally spend the battery at every exit.
Yeah, exactly.
He has no battery left to make a charge if he does get there, so he might as well just use it at every exit point and make up as much as he can to try to get in the mirrors and put Chris under as much pressure as possible.
Josie on the inside tried to dive bomb Noodles, and Noodles saw it coming into turn 1. So you should have seen that one. That was a dive bomb from Siberia. And he just got through. But you're right. Rilo is now 1.4 seconds. Lap 28. He's either going to give it all or he's just going to bottle it. Noodles was trying to line Winter up. Winter took the inside line. Josie saw the opportunity. Stuck his nose where it didn't belong, Mike. But Noodles was able to hold it.
Yeah, and that's really hurt.
Oh, here we go.
Here. Noodles has got to try and make this move as soon as possible. Look at Rilo, 1.1 seconds. He's almost there.
Is he going to run out of laps? Is he going to run out of laps? Let's run with the leaders here. He's not going to get DRS. I don't think he's going to be able to manage it. He's burnt everything he possibly can. He gets up there. He's trying to get it. But I think Chrissy's going to have enough to... Chrissy's got none. He's actually on 1. So Rilo
not close enough as they come onto the main straight. He will not have DRS. I don't think he can do it unless Chrissy makes one hell of a mistake here in Sector 1.
Which he's not
Here
going
comes
to.
The Ferrari on the Red Bull. The Red Bull moves to the right. Ferrari goes to the left. Will Josie try to dive bomb both? No, he doesn't. The Red Bull's going to run the Ferrari out of road.
Yep. So Josie, Noodles goes through. Josie trying to go up on the inside as well. So it looks like a double overtake
from these 3.
And Winter on the inside.
Red Bull's going to try and stay there on the Mercedes. It's going to be a drag race.
But yeah, Josie's got it done. So P3 for Noodles. Rilo within a second. Half a lap to go. This is the last lap. What a great finish. On debut, Rilo, no matter what you've done, mate, you have made a... And you know what? Take a look, Ferrari 2 and 3. We didn't pick this at the start.
DRS. He's got
DRS.
What's going to happen in the 3rd sector? Can he get there? He's within 5/10 of a second now. You can smell the gear oil dumping out of that Aston Martin now.
Exactly. I'll tell you now, Rilo he can spell Armico pretty easy.
Smell it. He can smell it. He wants it. He's got no battery. Neither of them with no battery. Can he make a dive here and push him into a mistake?
Last corner. Chrissy.
So close.
They are 2/10 up on the main straight. Chrissy's going to win the opening round. It does. Chrissy gets it home. Rilo P2. Noodles is going to come right across the line in P3. Josie P4. Winter P5. Mukping. Great account in P6. If I could ask you just to invite them to the chat, please, for me, Mike. Rapid Kahoot in P7, Left for Dead, Great Account in P8, Rapid Rally P9, and Chrissy will round out our point scorers. So let's get AUS Chrissy in.
I've already invited them all.
Beautiful, mate. Thank you very, very much. What an amazing performance, sorry, you were saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
Nah. Noodles is in. We're waiting on Chrissy and Rilo to join us. What a great race.
You may want to invite Chrissy and Rilo because I probably have no idea who Big Cactus is.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't mind inviting them, Noodles, please, if that's okay with you? Thanks, mate.
Of course.
Because I don't actually have them on my friends list.
No, that's okay. I already got them.
Beautiful. Rilo's in.
You can just do it through the spectator menu now, mate. You can view their gamer card on the spectator menu.
Yeah, but I'm doing it through PC. And Chrissy's joined as well, so we've got all our guys in here. So just waiting for Hugh Daff. But that's it.
What an opening race.
So many drivers struggling with the new handling model. I guarantee you that's what it was. Nobody quite expecting the finishing order that we've had here this evening, but what a race it was. 29 action-packed laps.
Yeah, absolutely. Separated by 2/10. Let's wind it up and we'll take ourselves to victory lane in a short time, in a minute. But AU Chrissy, an amazing win, took the gamble, and we're going to see.
Let's fucking go, boys.
AU Chrissy, very, very happy in the chat. Mind your language. Stop fucking swearing.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Exactly. So there you go, Chrissy, with the trophy. Congratulations, the Lance Stroll Aston Martin team. Be very, very happy.
Oh, mate, I was shaking for like the last 6 laps.
And we'll get to that in a minute. So let's wind this up. Your race winner and the season opener, AU Chrissy, takes the win for Aston Martin. Rilo on debut in Division 1 in a Ferrari has got P2. The Tifosi will be singing down the streets of Lygon Street, Carlton tonight as Noodles P3. So the double podium for the Ferraris. Josie Wales, he'll be ruining the poor decision to box late, is in P4. Winter on debut P5. Muckping P6. Kahoot P7. Left for Dead P8. Relic in P9. Chrissy in P10 and Rubric in P11. Pinju cannot remember the last time he completed the race, but he's done it in P12. Harry Dwells in P13. Ninja P14. Rapid Dead P15. Hugh Daff P16. Blackie Swim from New Zealand, thanks for joining us, mate. P18. Abyss and Rapid Daff, who was beached and disqualified in P20. Let's get over to Victory Lane. And let's firstly take to our race winner, AU Chrissy. Congratulations on the win. Tell us about your race.
Thanks, mate. Oh man, I had from the very start, I had an absolute shocking start. I think I fell down to P7 and then I spun and I was like last. And I was like, it's funny because I was like having that conversation. I was like, oh, should I retire and just call quits? I was like, nah, just gonna fucking stick at this.
Should have.
Yep. I was like, fuck it, I'll just stick to it. Yeah, that safety car came out and it was just early, like it was only just in the window for the hards, and I was like, if I pit and the front runners don't pit, then, you know, I'm gonna have that gap to then hopefully they'll get caught in traffic and then I can win. Fuck, man. Oh.
Mike, question for AU Chrissy, mate.
Well, did the Sergio Perez come through your mind from a couple of years ago where he was in dead last at the first lap at the same racetrack and was able to win?
It didn't, but I didn't realise I was on for the win until about lap 21 when I seen Josie and Noodles were about 7 seconds in front of me. And then I got into the lead and I was like, oh my god, I can actually win this. And then Riley.
Well,
man,
how
Riley was,
much pressure were you actually under in that last lap? Because it
Mate.
looked like if Rilo had one
Mate.
more lap, he was going to have you.
I was shaking so hard that I couldn't even put the throttle down properly. Like, that's how nervous I was, man. My first league race since I sold my old setup.
Yep.
Oh man, it feels good. It feels so good.
You took the gamble early. It paid off for you, Chrissy. Congratulations. But look, I know that it'll say driver for the day for you, but I want to put a big congratulations to our P2 guy, Rilo, who stood up from Division 2 from last season, came into the Ferrari where everyone expected Noodles to own his ass, and Rilo's turned around and said, fuck you, Noodles. P2 on debut. How does it feel, Rilo? Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar start to Chrissy, I think. We both spun in the first couple laps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both took the hards on the safety car, and yeah, then I think I was behind him every single lap until the end. Yeah, I don't want to say, but maybe one more lap, and I might have been able to get him, but
You would have.
yeah, I was going. Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was good.
Beautiful, mate. Congratulations. Mike, question for Rilo?
No question. I would just say congratulations. A very well managed race. Really, really thought in the last few laps that you'd be able to get there and go side by side to the finish line. It got really close. So I'm really excited just to see what you can do, because seeing both Ferraris on the podium already, race one,
Yep.
the Ferraris might be a dominant force this year for Constructors' Championship.
Absolutely. It's a long season, but look, Rilo, I think at one stage, and I know I was coning on this with Mike, I know he knows a little bit more of the Euro side than the Australian, but at one stage, and sorry, no disrespect to Chrissy here, but we had 3 Div 2 guys in 2nd, 3rd and 4th with yourself, Winter and Harry at one stage, and that was really good to watch, that the Div 2 guys that we've always had this problem with the Australian guys where the Div 2 guys have really struggled to make that leap up to Division 1, but yourself and Winter handled the pressure really well. Congratulations on the P2 and good luck to the rest of the season. On to P3 and the man that finished 2nd last year. I know the disappointment of losing the championship, even being that close. But Noodles, great to have you back on the podium, mate. Congratulations on the P3. You got Josie there with a nice move up the first DRS straight and got the podium. Tell us about your race.
Well, start was good. Strategy. I think that safety car actually helped me and Josie together because we were on the same strat. But I was just following him, and I think what Chrissy and Ryla did was just probably something I didn't expect to happen. But I'm proud for especially Rilo, double Ferrari. So I was on the moon as soon as I saw him fighting for Chrissy. I told him just get closer and closer, put pressure on him. He will eventually lose it, but Chrissy did well to handle the pressure. But between me and Josie, we were just racing all the way. We just want to get away from the pack, and yeah, I was just happy. Despite knowing Josie's pace from late last season to now, knowing I'm close to his pace, I'm going to take that as a win.
Beautiful. No, good stuff. Mate, well, that's it. Mike, any questions for you, Noodles? For Noodles.
Well, yeah, Noodles, during the safety car period, I was sitting there saying, surely the front runners are going to pit. It's only a few laps outside the window for the hards. Surely they're going to do it. And all top 5 of you didn't do it. As soon as you saw the guys behind you do it, did you know you were in trouble, or did you think y'all would be able to pull the gap and make it work?
I just stick to my plan, mediums to softs. That was all. Even though I know there was an update that totally stuffed up the strategy, I stick with it. And it was a bit of a mission to handle, but eventually it worked out. The softs felt fine at the end anyway for me.
No, fair enough.
So Ferrari strategy once again, catching a driver out. Damn Ferrari pit wall.
Hey, we've still got a podium.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like them. At least my throttle was working.
Which is good. So congratulations, mate. That's it. So look, that's round 1 done. Obviously tomorrow now. So let's get on to the spin and win. I am going to draw a lucky person in the group chat who will go for the spinner. So let's see if I can. Me. Well, we're going to find out. You better be in the chat.
Shut the fuck up, Betsy.
And the winner is Is it? Didn't come up. That's nice. Bloody hell.
Nobody
What?
wins. Everyone goes to bed.
Hang on. It's going to work, mate. Just bear with me. Jeez, don't you love it, mate? You reckon I had this set up and it just doesn't work and you wonder why. Anyway, bear with me, guys. Oh, there it is. You know what helps? You know what helps? When you enable it, Noodles. Okay, let's get this spin going. When you actually enable it on Nightbot, the winner is Claps for Life. Claps for Life is our winner. You are going to be
Clappy.
Good on you, Clappy. Are you in the chat? Say yes, mate. That you're in the chat. You got to say yes, Claps, or you're not going to spin to win.
What can you win?
Mate, you can win a Formula One diecast valued at $150. He's following. So, Clapsy, let's move over to the spin and see what you win tonight.
Please don't win the car. Please don't win the car.
No, there's only one. Someone's going to win it. So, where is it? Let's go spin it now. What's he going to win? He's won donuts. You won nothing, Clapsy. So you've won donuts. So Benno, that's it. Spin to win. So boys, that donut will now be removed from there, and we'll break it down for next week. Thanks, Clapsy. Well done. So let's move on to our podium guys. Congratulations on a fantastic race. Let's move on to the post show. What do you reckon, boys? And let's wrap it up from here. From myself, Rapid Pajala, and from Mike, thanks very much for being in the commentary. Thanks for being with me, Mike. You there? Is he gone?
Yeah, no, I was just keeping my mouth shut. I was letting you close the show out.
Okay.
I don't need to fucking. They don't want to
exactly.
hear me. They're here to fucking hear you.
Yeah, that's it, mate. The number one commentary team in the land, and you know it. Let's move on to the post show. Okay, so post show, because I've got the right graphics here. Boys, let's wrap up the race. Let's take a look at France on the weekend. Let's take a look at the rest of the divisions. We'll get them up here. So I'm not too sure if you guys are looking at the stream. Division 2 lineups, Division 3 and Division 4. Division 2, Noodles, you were in bed dreaming of KFC last night. Is that true?
Don't want to talk about it.
Don't want to talk about it? Okay, so move on. Next question. So let's take a look. Storm and Cruder is it Cruder in the Red Bull? That's right.
Sorry?
It's Storm and Cruder in the Red Bull, yeah?
Yes. And
who won? I think it was F1 on debut.
F1 Legend.
F1 Legend.
Behind him was Goats for Life, and then Kanga on his debut.
Nice work,
F1
mate.
Legend, good bloke.
Very, very good bloke. Very good bloke. Good race. And Kahoot, you can join whenever you're ready, mate. Jump in. We've got Hendo in the chat. Hey, Hendo, how are you, mate?
I am well.
Very good, mate.
My headset doesn't make any noises.
No.
I spoke to you in ages, Hendo. Jesus,
Exactly.
It's been months.
No.
Hey, join the jacked up
I'm a
headset
busy man.
club, bro. Let's go.
Very true. On the Ferrari, Showtime and Loco. Well, we know he's going to be carrying that team. And it's not the secondary.
Loco.
Yeah, Loco. Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. I can't see it all completely here because it's too bloody small on my screen. So I need to either increase it, but that's my problem. Not me, says Showtime. In the Ferraris, Swayze. Actually, I'm looking forward to seeing how Swayze goes in Division 2. Didn't go too bad in Division 1. And then, yeah, but it'll be a good stop. And Millsy. Tell me a little bit about Millsy, Noodles.
He finished, so he joined last season Div 1, but he wasn't comfortable, of course, with the pace we have. So he left, but I said, would you like to come back, but race Div 2, just to get his confidence back up. And he finished P4 last night.
Oh, that's
I
good.
think. So I think he's got his confidence up now. And yeah, I really hope Swayze as well, despite with him being in Div 2, just finds the pace. Because we know he has pace.
Yep. So from there, and then moving on next is the Thief and Some Nuts. Now, I'm not too sure. Kahoot was getting a little bit stroppy with some nuts. Not so much his driving, but his actual name. I think he got sick and tired of actually calling it for obvious reasons.
Oh,
But
yes. Nutsy's a good bloke too.
is he?
I used to race
Chrissy,
with
you
him,
raced
yeah.
in his league, yeah.
He's a
Which
clean
league was
racer.
that? Yeah.
OES is what it's called.
Oh yes. Okay. When do you guys?
It was a small league.
It's only a small league. It's where I actually started league racing.
Oh,
Believe it
okay.
or not, back in F1 2019.
There you go.
So,
Beautiful. And he's with Some Nuts and Oxygen Thief, which I don't think he raced at the moment. He wasn't there.
No, he did race. But the Astons were like bottom 5.
Ah, right. Okay. No problems.
Yeah.
Div 2, Jackos and Andy. Jackos can, on his day, he can beat anyone, and then on his day, he'll bottle it like Pinju. That's the thing about him, isn't it? He has his good days and bad days. And Andy, that'll be a good team. So, who else we got there? We got Chris and who's that in the McLaren? I can't read it from
F1 legend.
F1 legend who won. Jeez, I tell you what, he was
Has
fast.
been quite consistently. Not
He
really
was
swapping
very,
teams
very
for
fast.
3, maybe 4 rounds.
I wasn't able to watch last
against
night. But
Dynasty, a team who has
yeah, I think I've raced with him maybe once or twice in OCE.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
alright, boys, I'm going to dip.
No worries.
GG's.
Alright, all good, mate.
Chrissy, congratulations on the win. Rilo, I know he's left as well. Thanks very much for joining. So we've got Betsy as well, our reigning Division 1 champion. How are you this evening, mate?
Just enjoying my ice cream, mate.
Just enjoying
Where's
the ice
mine?
cream.
You don't need an invite, mate. Just pop over.
Just pop over. I thought you were working, mate.
I literally got home with 2 laps to go. 1 lap to go, actually.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then. So will you be back next week?
I will.
Just watch the stream, mate. Me and Mikey put a tribute to you.
I watched it the whole way home, mate.
There you go. It was a very, very good race, mate. I'm sure that you've got many dreams on that. So who are we up to now? AlphaTauri, Goats, and Cubistic.
Cubistic.
Oh, shit. That's a good team. That's a very good team. Goats
Well,
finished
with
second.
Goats coming back,
Yep.
coming back to Div 2 where he wanted to be,
Yep.
I think he's happier.
Yep. And Cubistic is he's quick. Cubistic is very quick. So I reckon that could be the team to beat in AlphaTauri.
Mm-hmm.
Williams, and I can't read these guys, so...
Hardwiger and Doodleson.
Hardwiger and Doodleson. Okay. So that should be another good team.
Doodleson finished P9, actually.
Did
last
he?
night.
Oh,
He did.
Oh, did he? Oh, there you go.
He did.
Hartwig is actually in Div 2 now. I remember him being a pretty
Yeah,
darn solid
so
mid-pack
the
driver
story
last year in
is,
Div 1.
Lil Duff, so not Hugh Duff, his brother, he's not available on Mondays anymore. So he asked me if he can go up and asked how we wants to go down.
Right.
Well, both of them had a chat about it, and yeah, they pretty much both agreed on it mutually.
Fair enough. I
say we call the Div 2 thing now Hartwig for Div 2 champion.
Exactly. You will...
Calling it.
He's calling it already. He'll be... But there's... Mate, long season. I mean, we all thought that Josie was going to rump away with it tonight, and look what happened.
Yeah, but then Josie pulled some dadgum Ferrari strategy. I mean, what can you say?
Exactly. Very true. Very, very true. Moving on then to Jackos and then Jishway and Crunchy. Jish, bottle job, hashtag relegated. He's
he has been through some personal
yes, I know
lately, so I think it's still in the back of his mind, to be honest. But I think Crunchy's best mate he's known since high school is there to encourage him.
Exactly. So
I think that's what he needs.
On to Div 3 and Clappy and Frizy. The commentator who wants to be the number one commentator, but no Frizy, he's a distant third. Frizy, Clappy, that'll be a good team actually in the Bulls. Good pairing. Potato and Bremer. I know about ex-Bremer. He's returned from the sabbatical. Yep. I believe that he called a few people a CUNT and good to see and Potato, so that'll be a good thing. Urban Cotty.
As well, sorry
yeah,
to interrupt. Potato did change his name.
Did he?
To Escobar.
Oh, Pablo Escobar.
I know, that was my reaction as well.
Yeah, fair enough then. Urban Growth and Cottier, fuck, that'll be a team to beat in the Ferraris.
Urban last season, what I saw, was very consistent until the second half of the season.
And yeah, and then onto McLaren's is an obvious typo. Massive typo. Number 2 driver. That's
right.
wrong. Wrong way around. Wrong fucking
Well,
way around, Noodles.
As well as Mandel, he did announce today he won't be able to attend full time.
And
So, Jala, your new teammate is George.
Yes, I've been told about that. So yeah, I'm Lando. I can tell you now. I'm Lando of that relationship, George. So if you're listening in, mate, just remember that. Now this is
I just like it how you're actually claiming Lando as the number 1 driver now. I appreciate you very much for coming to your senses.
mate. I only speak facts, and let's be honest, mate. Lando is handing DR his ass this season, and yeah, DR will only be in that car next season because he's got a contract right now. I think the way he's driving, or Piastri will take him, one of the two.
Piastri, yeah.
Yeah. Muno.
We can talk about that later, but I
Which will.
highly hope that Piastri does not.
Yes. Muno and J-Rad. Now, that is what I think. Muno is, if he can keep the car on track, Noodles, he'll win a shitload of races in Div 3. No doubt about it.
I
He's
think Jared as well. Jared is, if Jared really keeps his head down, I can see him Div 1 next season. He'll skip Div 2.
Yeah. So they are my 2 picks for the Division 3 championship between one of those 2 guys. Top and Scotty in the AlphaTauris, Levich, Panish, Mad Dog Juicy, Curtis and Paddy Crow. Good to see Paddy Crow back in Div 3.
Yeah,
I know good to see him back.
I convinced him for Div 3. Again,
Nice.
same thing as some other drivers, just to get their confidence up.
True. And that's what it's all about. And X-Labs in Benno in the Haas. And then finally onto Div 4, Evil Blade and Dusk. I'm a Bird and Gumbo, Piastri and Cano, Mad Skills Donut. Who's your pick from there?
I think, well, as in to win the championship.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Evil Blade.
Evil?
Yeah, he's a good shout.
I'm putting my money on Green Goats there. Right.
Ooh, okay.
So, okay, righty, boys. Let's go from you, who and Relic's now joined the boss. So, shut up, everybody. Boys. So, Div 2 winner from you, Noodles. Who do you think's going to win?
From Div 2? Can I put my top 3? Because
of course you can, mate. Top 3.
Big list.
Top 3.
I think for first, I'm going to go with... I have to go with F1 Legend.
Yep.
To be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it might be the first race he showed pace, I think he would have had front row seat for that. I just know he has the pace.
Yep.
Could eventually see, but although I just have that bad feeling, he'll be one of them situations, he'll be in that boat where he's in between Div 1 and Div 2, like a lot of drivers have been in the past. But I do think F1 Legend will be up there, along with, I think I'm going to go with Millsy.
Mm-hmm.
And I reckon Showtime.
Okay. And Constructor?
McLaren.
Okay, right.
McLaren or Mercedes?
McLaren. Kahoot, you are the Div 2 commentator. What are your thoughts? Top 3?
Noodles was a slacker and didn't rock up. Top 3, Millsy, Legend, and Chris. Okay. And I think McLaren or Alpine, probably leaning more towards McLaren for constructors. Obviously, a little bit favoritism this season towards the Alpines, but yeah, Millsy's got some lightning quick pace. It's close up the front there.
Fair enough then. And my top picks, I am going for Cubistic to win it. I'm going to go for Swayze P2 and Legend P3 and AlphaTauri to win the Constructor.
See, I'm going to let you down here.
Oh,
Cube is away for about 8 or 9 races.
Oh, then fuck him. Kangaroo guy, I'll chuck in there. No. I reckon Swayze might. Swayze or F1 Legend. There you go. Div 3, Noodles, and don't take all fucking day, mate. We've got to get on the Euro boys, mate. They've been sitting there. Hendo and Mikey have been sitting there nice and patiently.
No. I already know for Div 3. Jared on top.
Jared on top.
Behind him would be Escobar, which is a new name now.
Yeah.
And I think Bremer.
Bremer, rightio. Kahoot.
I reckon Jared takes it out, followed by SSR top and Escobar, whatever his name is now. So
there you go. And Constructor boys.
AlphaTauri looking very good to tier 3. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough then. And
Yeah, maybe. I think if Jared just carries Alpine, it'll be Alpine. Otherwise, I think Mercedes or Alpine.
Oh,
Oh,
there
no,
you
sorry,
go.
not Alpine, AlphaTauri.
Maybe Pajala's team. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, but they already won. What are you talking about?
Mate, seriously. Okay, so here's your top three. Pajala, Pajala, and McLaren wins the constructors by a fucking
There you
length. There you go. No, actually,
Yeah, prizes before.
in all seriousness, Muno wins the championship. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I am, mate. Muno calls it. Then J-Rad and I reckon Alpine wins the constructors and probably
Be nice.
Bremer in there. Div 4, let's run it through quickly.
Let's see. I think not in order.
generally.
Evil Blade will be up there along with Green Goats and I'm gonna say Gumbo.
Up the Gumbo. Yeah, I echo what he says. Yeah, absolutely.
And I haven't seen any of them. I can tell you now Sully's probably going to pull out, so we might need to get a replacement for him in the Alfa Romeos. Rightio. Hendo, Mike, over to the Euro boys. What are you boys planning on your season? Tell us about it.
So we've got 3 divisions, or 3 main divisions: Euro, Div 1, 2, and 3. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Full grids for Div 1 and 2. Div 3 is still being built. Yeah, looking good. We've got a short calendar, 12 races, mixed up, voted by the drivers, and we've got NPC on Mondays for a bit of a thrash around, and realistic performance.
Boy, was
which
it
is
a thrash around last night, eh?
Tell us about the race, boys.
Last night, Cactus.
Race. It was a bloody demolition derby, mate. Hendo, were you not there? You weren't there, were you?
No, I'm busy Mondays.
Well, it was a bit of a demolition derby. Some misunderstandings here and there on track. Some new boys that have never raced with us before coming in and showing their muscles and their elbows. Had your typical top 5, I would say. Kimmy up at the front. Spagnola was up there. Jordan or RRT Mushi up there. We were at Canada. And then Mushi took out Kimmy on the restart by complete accident. Both of us thought Kimmy had gone, and he hadn't actually gone, so he plowed right to the back of him at the chicane.
Oh, shit.
But it looks like just looking from last night. Last night was the first time we raced with that new update, obviously. So a lot of people were thrown for a loop, not expecting their cars to handle in certain ways. But good race overall. A lot of good pace shown. So it's looking like a lot of our boys are going to have a pretty good season this year that you wouldn't expect to. With the new handling model, it's kind of thrown everything into the loop now. So I think the first few races for the Euro side, just as we saw with the Australian side tonight, are going to be quite the blinders.
Yeah, we're looking at quite a bit of carnage for the first couple of races with Baku, Monaco, and then Miami. So we'll see what happens there.
And how are you going for the commentary? So you'll be streaming them as of what, next week, or when the season starts?
Well, so we're starting our season next week. So we'll be commentary for Div 1 and 2 is sorted. Still need to figure out Div 3. NPC, we'll see whether we actually bother with it. It's a bit of an interesting one to commentate because everybody wants to drive it. Realistic performance on a Saturday.
Let's go. That's what I'm excited for, baby. Let's go.
Hopefully we can get some more interest. We've in the works of a partnership with TIR, so hopefully we can get some of their drivers on board.
Yep.
For Div 3 and for Realistic. Other than that, if you can watch the Euro races as well, all you Aussie boys, wake up nice and early. No, you don't have to wake up early. You can watch them on Twitch after they've been streamed, and then they'll also be on YouTube eventually.
Fair enough.
When I get around to it.
Exactly. Noodles is left. We so, goes away. You're saying?
Yeah. So feel free to have a watch of the Euro races, and at some point we'll be getting the Oz versus Euro races back up and running.
Good.
Yes.
Hopefully somewhat regularly. Maybe like once a month or whatever. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's good. Let's move on to France, shall we? Let's wrap that up. And Maxi got the job done, and in a world of his own, after Leclerc decided that he didn't want to turn right anymore and put it into a wall. Surprise!
And where did he lose it?
As we like to call it, Hendo's drooping testicle.
Yeah.
It is Hendo's drooping testicle.
Yeah, he doesn't like him.
He doesn't. But Maxi wins again, and he hasn't completely wrapped up the championship, but you pretty much say that it's his to lose from here on in, boys. You'd agree?
Yeah. Not a chance that anybody else is catching him, really, is there?
Yeah, Kahoot, what do you
Yeah,
think?
you still have the Mercedes fans talking about how he could get close, but no.
Are we? Sorry, what are we?
We're talking about France, mate. Stop watching porn.
No, sorry, mate. I'm not. I'm on the rapid stream. We follow Morith. No kidding. Look. I think Leclerc probably would have covered him. In all fairness, would have got close, but he bottled it. I'm not sure what's going on with that car, whether it was driver error or not. But something's obviously going on that we don't know about. And yeah. After he crashed, it was a bit boring, wasn't it?
It was. It was pretty
Apart
much.
from Vettel brake checking Vettel in the last corner.
Yeah, exactly. That
Stroll,
was Stroll on that. So he's got a pretty much a dominant lead in the championship. Red Bull's got the way, and I think it's time to start talking Danny Rick. Now that Alpine, or Alpine, whichever way you want to pronounce it, has now leapfrogged McLaren, he's got to start performing, mate. I know he's got a contract for next year, but he's got to start putting some results.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, points finishes are good, but those Alpines, man, they are the top of the midfield. Absolutely, they are the car to look at. Even if their qualifying doesn't go well, look, they still finish.
But Mercedes was top of the midfield.
Well,
they're
Team LH, here we go.
They're in their little, bubble of half a step ahead of the midfield and half a step.
I know it's
Red Bull.
It's.
Well, I would
middle
say
ground.
pump the brakes. Because after the race was over, okay, remember, Lando was running the heavily upgraded car, whereas Danny wasn't. And I was wondering all race long, ever since about lap 7, it just seemed like Lando lost all of his pace and was pretty much matching Danny, okay? Lando was found after the race. As soon as he stepped out of his car, he found a huge chunk of front wing lodged in the front of his floor inlet.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So I would say that we did not get to actually see what that McLaren was made of during the race. So the true test will be Hungary, which I already know is not going to be a good track for that car because the McLaren is just not good at in and out of the slower corners, and it's not good in high-speed straightaways either. So it's kind of a shite car all around. Yeah.
Noodles with a resub, 4 months. Thanks so much, mate. Appreciate the support. Ben on the chat, go Haas. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And from there. So I suppose that's it for the night. That's the post-show done and dusted. Hendo, how did you see the stream other than I forgot to turn Mike's mic on at the start? Went okay?
Yeah, no, all good. Yeah, obviously you had that bit of desync, which wasn't ideal.
No. I had, but we fixed it, which is good. Continue as I said.
When you went to your Holden screen, you had Holden music, which meant that we couldn't hear this.
Right, okay, fair enough then. Well, we'll get it sorted. Race 1 done. That's it, boys. Kahoot, how'd you find your race?
Yeah, look, first ever league race on a wheel, and mate, I've seen people do a lot worse.
Exactly.
All right, I spun my first 2 laps at that literally turn 1, and I was like, you know what, lads, I'm gonna get that controller. I swear to God. and then I put a lap together, and I got P6, and I spun at the top row right-hander because my car was really edgy, but once I come in for that pit stop for mediums, I think I was probably one of the quickest guys on track, and felt good. So, a lot of practice for Jedi though, so I'm looking forward to it.
Nah, good stuff, mate. Keep it going.
I'm just happy to get points.
And don't sell your wheel straight away. Don't do what the Euro boy did.
Oh.
Who's the
Which
Euro
one?
boy that
Which
did
one
that?
in particular? Does that with D?
It begins with a D, yes.
And does it end with a Z by any chance?
Yeah.
Oh,
played
okay.
Played on wheel for like 1 or 2 races, and then been sacked it off and went back to controller.
Does his name sound like Rapid Kaz?
Shit. Hopefully we can get the boys. So that's it. Let's wrap up the post show from here. Going to do this every time after the Div 1.
Yeah, I like that.
Mate, look, get the podcast sort of thing. It is. We'll wrap up the weekend. We can talk about Hungary next week. Hendo, if you're there, Mike's obviously going to be with me.
I'll try and get you some better Euro content.
Well, mate, you guys start next week. It's okay. Give me something. Just give me something. But guys, you know what?